this won't work. Interesting. It may still be in working order.
The bunny gives you a dazed look, like he's not...
Yeah, wow! What a shock! Yeah!
Identify your...
The elf's deep golden eyes go wide with recognition. A strange smile dances across his mouth, and he starts to roar with laughter.
The gods chose you as their champion? Some pet elf with a spoiled face? Run home, little godwoken. You find only death here. We have all swatted flies. That is not what lies ahead of you. You are not worthy of this temple. Leave. Run back to your hearth. Cower there while death searches for you.
The laughter dies from the elf's eyes, replaced with weary seriousness.
Good. It is proper that the godwoken should not be so easily pushed away. Too many are not ready for the trials ahead. You may proceed. You find no threat here. Not from me, at least. The island is not overrun. This temple stands strong. The other gods were clearly not as powerful as Delius. In his fortress, the Black Ring do not succeed. They do not kill the godwoken, but... they do not fail. Now, knights and godwoken both cower behind monsters, tied to sticks. Yes, he resides here for a time. He and his troop commandeered the top level of my temple. He is not the godwoken I expect. Few ferocious warriors bring an army. Or shrieking monsters tied to posts.
Be at ease, sister. We're safe now.
I protect the godwoken of this temple from the Black Ring, from the Magisters, from all threats of this world. But not from other godwoken. What one godwoken does to another is divine business. It must not be interfered with.
The elf raises a bushy eyebrow.
One demands from one's lessers. I am your equal, Godwoken. Once, I stand where you stand. My gods chosen, fighting to be the divine. The trials do not kill me, but neither do I triumph. Another becomes divine, and I remain here to serve Tersendelius and protect his chosen. It is not the place of a knight to reveal such things. We walked your path once. You must discover it yourself, as we did. Turn to the gods. Their guidance alone will lead you. May Tersendelius ever watch over you.
What's on your mind, darling? Now that the Master's dead, might as well pursue divinity, I say.
Make trick. The creature runs a black tongue across its maw while staring at you hungrily. For a brief moment, you see row upon row of jagged teeth stretching right back to its gullet.
A distant, hungry place. Your war draws me. Make trade, or leave.
A customer. Perhaps you'd like to trade. Find something to safeguard your
His lascivious eyes flick over you to skin-crawling effect.
vulnerable flesh. A distant place called Nemesis. I couldn't resist the lure of this world, though. Such bloodshed and despair truly does loosen purse strings.
The elven priest prays serenely. Sensing your presence, he opens his eyes. A long look passes between you as he takes in your face and the color of your skin.
So, the Red Prince is here. Interesting, if revolting. Not every day one meets his annihilator. The very man who, in the darkest depths of his mind, formulated the plan to unleash death fog within the heart of the elven homeland. Memory fails, does it, Prince? But elven memory never fails. We know from the flesh of your generals that it was you who whispered the poison in their ears. We know from their flesh that the intention was to eradicate both us and the ring. You pretend to be a prince of the House of War, whereas you're nothing but a slave of the House of Shadows. Lies, deception, and death. Those are the pillars that hold your vile empire aloft. Away from me, demon. It is a terrible miracle that a heart as cold as yours manages to beat.
Yes, by all means, let us...
The elven priest fervently prays.
Tell us what to do, brave Tersendelius. The Black Ring are on the threshold, and yet they fear us. I know it. They fear who we are. They fear the elves.
You tell him his enemies are right to fear the elves. All should fear the elves, for the elves will rise. He must listen to his leaders. He must be ready. The time is near. The voice finishes with an aside. The elves will rise and follow you. When you are all-powerful, when you are divine. The priestess is oblivious to you. Instead, she's locked in frantic, desperate prayer.
Almighty Duna, save your children. Deliver us from the void. Almighty Duna, save your children. Deliver us from the void. Almighty Duna.
Please, sister, we're safe now. Almighty Duna, hear my prayer. Save your children. Useless. With ease, sister, we're safe now. With ease, sister, we're safe now. Almighty Duna, hear my prayer. Save your children. With ease, sister, we're safe now. Almighty Duna, hear my prayer. Save your children.
Been to the temple of... I was not ready to die. I cannot serve the Lord Zol Stissa if I am dead. I pray the temple has not crumbled, and Zol Stissa's champion is not dead. Ha! You?
He stands head bowed as the blessing courses through him. He raises his hands before him, marveling at their glow. He looks at you at last, his mouth agape.
Blessings be. I haven't seen anything like this since the death fog struck.
There might be nothing left like this in the world. Not since Lucian used the death fog on the elves.
The elf prays hard, his eyes tight shut.
Soon, Tirsen Delius will give us the power to smash the ring and all our enemies. Your fate serves you, sister. Hold it. Use it. Feel it. I promise it is not in vain.
He closes his eyes once more and returns to his prayers.
The Mother Tree calls you, Godwoken. The Mother Tree calls. Climb to the heart.
He sinks to one knee. He struggles to his feet. He swallows hard, then blurts the question.
Who will you destroy to save the kin?
He stares at you in awe. Tears come to the corner of his eyes. He begins to rock back and forth, spellbound in religious ecstasy. He begins to pray.
There shall be a new divine, and he shall be a red-skinned prince. There shall be a new divine, and he shall be a red-skinned prince.
Ho there, hopeful. I belong to Tirsen Delius. To whom are you sworn? Ho there, hopeful. I belong to Tirsen Delius. To whom are you sworn? I prayed to the altars of all 7 gods, all across the island, and pledged my allegiance. You must do the same, and hope they hear you. But most of all...
Be at ease, sister. We're safe now.
Hear my prayer. Save your children.
Useless. Be at ease, sister. We're safe now.
Almighty Duna, hear my prayer. Save your children.
Useless. Be at ease, sister. We're safe now.
Almighty Duna, hear my prayer. Save your children.
Useless.
You must be ruthless, where I was not. That I do not know. I prayed at each altar, heard nothing but Tyrsendilius' voice in the whispers of the trees. Tyrsendilius tells me all is well. I prayed to the altars of all 7 gods, all across the island, and pledged my allegiance. You must do this. You must be ruthless. If it may help you, I wish you well. I am at the ready.
Your words mean nothing to me, Alexander.
Protect the bishop, no matter the cost.
Lower your weapon. Gareth, listen to me. I have heard enough. Your words mean nothing to me, Alexander.
Protect the bishop, no matter the cost.
I am at the ready.
Magisters, lower your weapons. Gareth, listen to me. I have heard enough. Your words mean nothing to me, Alexander.
Protect the bishop, no matter the cost.
I am at the ready.
Magisters, lower your weapons. Gareth, listen to me. I have heard enough. Your words mean nothing to me, Alexander.
Protect the bishop, no matter the cost.
I am at the ready.
Magisters, lower your weapons. Gareth, listen to me. I have heard enough. Your words mean nothing to me, Alexander.
Protect the bishop, no matter the cost.
I am at the ready.
Magisters,
Registers, lower your weapons. Gareth.
I have heard enough.
I will have your head, Seeker.
Be at ease, Magister Rowe. Weapons down. Gareth, I have done you a grave injustice. I was deceived, and I was too weak, too naive to see it.
Alexander holds his hands outwards towards Gareth, his blade resting flat across his palms, a gesture of goodwill and peace. Gareth notices your arrival and emits an alarming chuckle.
Godwoken, have you come to witness the death of the noble coward? How fortunate. You can tell the tale of Lucien's other wayward son. This slug defends his own cruelty on the basis of ignorance. He expects me to forgive him for everything he's taken from me. Every fallen seeker, every friend, every slain Godwoken. My own parents. He says this to me while their flesh still rots in the graves I dug for them. I've forgotten nothing. Alexander, you are the sinner, yet the gods have allowed us to suffer for it. I would kill you 100 times over if given the chance. This is your end, Alexander. I strike in the name of your father. must admit, Godwoken, at one time I envied you. I wondered what it would be to feel awake for the first time, reborn. I no longer have to wonder. I see for the first time. I see you. I see myself. And I see my future, so clear, so very my own. Not Lucian's, mine.
The spirit of Alexander looks bitterly dejected. He turns to you.
My journey has ended, but the world still needs a divine. Tell me, have you learned how to enter the council yet? Not so hasty. I have to know your intentions before I help you. What do you mean to do with the power of divinity if you succeed? You will do, Godwoken. Rannik, Frogir, and Zolstissa favored the sun, while Duna, Tyrsendilius, Xantetza, and Amadia favored the moon. Align their idols thusly at the entrance to the council. Then there's the lever. It requires a great power source. I had one. Perhaps it's still with my remains. Otherwise, you must scour the island. Farewell, Godwoken. I hope you don't disappoint.
this place is, welcoming, isn't it?
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eyes.
Yes. Surely it's obvious. Ascension awaits. Once we manage to gain access to the actual Well of Ascension.
What's on your mind, darling? Now that the Master's dead? Might as well pursue Divinity, I say.
As you approach Alexander, Ifan catches you by the shoulder.
You know how long I've sought Alexander. I need this.
Ifan strides forwards and confronts the sorrowful spirit of Alexander.
Why? Why did you and Lucian send me on a suicide mission to kill the elves? Why did you lie to me?
The spirit of Alexander gazes serenely into Ifan's eyes, no fear remaining for the man who confronts him beyond the grave.
Why? The same reason we did everything. To protect the realm. What price all of Rivellion against just one portion? Any divine would do the same if it meant saving everything. You should be proud my father picked you. His best right-hand man. He knew you would make it. But he also knew that if he told you the truth, you would falter. He knew you well, Ifan. He knew you'd have to be tricked. But I'm his son. I could be trusted to the end. I took every action necessary for the good of all. Unto death.
Knowing that you no longer have power in the world is some comfort. But you deserve not to exist. Even the halls are too good for you.
You wouldn't. Ben-Mezd, intercede! No! No! There's no coming back from that!
Alexander's spirit clasps his hands together in prayer. It is cut short, and he is no more.
Alexander knew. Lucian knew. I was nothing but a pawn.
His face darkens, and his hands shake.
Power truly corrupted Alexander, just as it did Lucian.
He raises one eyebrow and folds his arms protectively across his chest.
We'll see. We'll see.